Pisces, July, Laura, Lucy, Louise, Lucifer, Louisiana, Polly, Anne, polyamorous, I don't know, Amadeus. I think you could have a lot to do with a Capricorn or a possible Gemini. But yeah, I'm hearing the 7th month, so you really could be dealing with like a Cancerian or a Life Path 7, or you've got this in your chart for a lot of you. I'm also hearing the name Charlotte or Charlotte's Web, something to do with arachnophobia. And I'm also hearing the name Billy Webb, also bills. Some of you are paying your bills and something about sorting out your finances this month around bills. I'm also hearing settling up a bill also. So some of you might owe some money, or you might, like, could it be tax or something like that. The tax month is kind of coming up and you might have to settle up a bill. Okay, trying to settle down a little bit more. Some of you might be in a relationship and actually trying to settle down and just think, you know what, I'm gonna have to settle my nerves down. Some of you, I'm also hearing two energies now of settling my nerves, and you've got a nerve. So I don't know, it might be nervous or nerves, something to do with around sciatica, back pain, or a trapped nerve in your back, or a trapped nerve in your leg. Something like that. I'm also hearing Wet Leg, which is actually a band, so you might be having a lot to do with around music, like I do for Angel Radio, music production and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm also hearing like sciatic nerve, something that you've got like a trapped nerve in the back or the leg or something like that for a lot of you. That would be health related. I'm also hearing like love wise, you might be getting a more wiser now, so none the wiser, wiser miser. So you could be dealing with anybody called M, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, all of the same names. Name, Shane. I'm also hearing the name Shane or Shani, Laney, also Lane, that lives down the lane. Little Bo Peep, something about sheep or Bo Peep. I don't know what that is, or taking a peep. A pea? I don't know what that is. Hold on. What other messages have we got before we look into your tarot, Pisces, for July? Yeah, I'm hearing like settling down, like I'm going to have to settle down. Like for a lot of you, if you're in relationships, you're probably settling down more, where the energy is more relaxed. I'm also hearing Jaxed or Jackie or Julian, but like, or Jay, anybody begin with J, but basically like relaxed more. Relax, don't do it when you want to suck to it, relax. So it might be a very relaxing month. You could even be going on holiday, but I'm picking up like the energy basically is more relaxed this month for you, so you're not so on edge. I'm also hearing the name Edgeley also, so Edgeley. Lee, so there's Edge, Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. You could really be dealing with like a Capricorn, but if you know me or you haven't found the channel before, you know that I channel in numerology, okay? So obviously Pisces is a 3, but when I say Capricorn, Lucifer, that would also be a 6, so that would mean any placement of also Gemini. So you could be having it in your chart, or you've got a mixture of like Gemini, Capricorn energy, and like you've got Piscean in your chart, but I'm hearing those kind of L energies, Lucifer, Louisiana, okay, Alaska, someone from Alaska, okay, that lives down the lane in Alaska, but then also someone from up north that says Alaska, alas, so a wee lass. So you might even be, I mean, that would be like Manchester and places like that. Yeah, like there, lass. I think, but then also Alaska as well. So yeah, but I'm hearing more relaxed. But I keep hearing like a pain in someone's leg, like wet leg or a wooden leg, something to do with peg leg or wooden leg. Like either a pain. I mean, me, I get sciatica in my back and my leg. But I'm also hearing a back and sack and crack wax, some of you, or you might just have like something like a wooden leg or a prosthetic limb of some kind, or someone that you know has. I'm also hearing limb Finlay also, Finn. So Finlay was also someone that was in Australia at the time when it was neighbours, so people from Australia also. And I keep hearing like Finlay, Finley, Lee Finley. I don't know if someone's trying to find the name of a baby here. Like, is someone pregnant and like someone's trying to figure out the name of a baby? Because I'm getting a lot of names coming to me, which I normally do when I channel. But I definitely like hearing someone that's trying to figure out someone's name or the name of something, the name of a brand or a band. Like we've got a band and we need to figure out what the name is. Or you do things like I do, like you make a tune and you make a track, like I just have for Angel Radio that's coming out very soon. But I will always be thinking, what can I call this? Okay, so if you're like tarot readers or you do YouTube channels, okay, it's pretty much trying to figure out, what do I call it? Okay, something like that. Okay, call it Michael, Michelle, Mika, Michelle, Marshall. I'm also hearing Marshall Mathers, something about rapping, or Eminem. So it would be Emily, Melissa, Maria. But then I'm also hearing like Eminem, so rapping. So again, I do loads of rapping on Angel Radio. So there's kind of like this lyricist, lyrics, mixing, mastering, producing, singing or whatever it is. And then trying to find lyrics and stuff, or doing your own lyrics, and whichever way it is. So yeah, music related kind of messages are coming through for you big time, Pisces. But you know me, I'm a Piscean, so I do a lot of that kind of stuff myself. So a lot of you are probably into mixing, mastering, music, kind of trying to make it as an artist of some kind. Okay, unless you do arts. But I don't know why I keep going back to the energy of like leg, like someone's leg, like peg leg or wooden leg or the name leg or Leanne. Land Ho, Jim Morrison, Land Ho. But yeah, there's blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. Blood stained the sheets of the palm trees in Venice. Blood in the love and a terrible summer. Bloody red sun of fantastic LA. Some of you could be from LA, because that's definitely standing out. That's, either Las Vegas or it was LA. Los Angeles, right? But yeah, Los Angeles. So Angela, I'm also hearing Angie, Angela. Man, we're channeling some names. Like a skeptic is going to have a field day. If you just call names out. I'm hearing Angela. Okay, Angie, Angela, angina, also like an angina attack or a heart attack or a heart condition. But like Angie, Angina, Gina, Regina, Ricky. Oh God, man, there's some names here. Unless these are all people's names, you'll know me. I call out your name. If you're a part of the channel, I'm going to channel you. Yeah, definitely hearing like Angie, Ange, flange. Some of you might be giving it up to the pussy. Some of you can be dealing with a Leo, okay, Ange, flange. That's what we call it in the UK, you flange. Flange eater. Some of you could be a minge eater. I don't know, minge eating, some of you. Yeah, so giving it up to the pussies. Anyway, so let's see. So Pisces, are you getting on? So yeah, we're back now. We're going to be doing things slightly different maybe this month. The channel's slightly going down a little bit, so everybody's saying, Steve, I really need more tarot readings, so we're going to look into it. Okay, but let's get on with your reading. If I say it, you say Steve. There could be a Stephen here, or you are called Steve, and that is my name. Uncle Steve. I'm also hearing Uncle Steve. The man from Auntie or Uncle. Auntie and Uncle. There's something around families. Aunties, uncles, nephews, Neve, Steve, Eve, Evie. Damn, there's some people all up in here with names. Ivy. I keep hearing poison ivy. Be careful you don't get bit by poison ivy. Okay, unless your name's Ivy or from Ely. Okay, Ely, Isle of Ely. That's actually that's not far from here. The Isle of Ely. So you might be travelling to like Ely, city of Ely. I'm going to Sealy. Some of you I'm hearing Sealy or Seal or Simon. The name's Simon, Cynthia, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Cynthia, Sealy. So I'm going to Sealy, unless there's a name called Sealy. I don't know, but I'm definitely hearing I'm going to see Lee. Okay, so there's Elijah. Still banging on with Lee. Bang a gong. So T-Rex, Tatiana. So the name Tatiana. T-Rex, Mark Boland, Mark. Oh, fuck the names, bruv. Anyway, let's get on Mark. Anybody beginning with M? Hey, you right there, Mark? Mark from... I'm also hearing like Dudley. Someone from like Dudley. Hey, my name's Mark, I'm from Dudley. Okay, let's see. Pisces, what they got coming up for the tarot, please, for July. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, oi, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. So there's the 6 Charlotte. I'm also hearing Charlotte, or sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. What, you ipsy dipsy po and twinkle? La-la? I don't know, I'm hearing la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Someone's singing or like going la 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 Laura Lara. But anyway, singing one's praises, songs of praise. Some of you could be very religious, okay, but I'm hearing songs of praise or singing your praise. We will pray. Some of you could be MC Hammer, maybe, or Silver's pussy, but like singing your praises, or well, we pray. What's that? One day we pray for another day. That's how we pray. So MC Hammer, or from Mexico, or something like that. Tesco, Mexico. Anyway, normal reading of cards, getting a lot of attention, smothering your person to death with loves and kisses. I'm hearing hearts and rainbows or something, or in the eyes and hearts of others. My mothers. You could have a mother that is a Gemini or a Capricorn for a lot of you. Okay, Gemini, Capricorn, I'm hearing is the mother. The mother load. Some of you are shooting your load, or you got the mother load. Like there's a load of it. Like everything is just like loads. So it's like, look at everything that's in here. So you might be joining my Patron and my teaching tier thinking, fucking hell, man, this is a good deal. Like we get loads of it. Loads of Steve, I'm hearing. Loads of it. Like I just want more of it. I just need more. A crowd for more, and a rebel a day. Anyway, we will go back to the generic way of reading cards, guys. It's just a part of channeling. If you haven't seen things like this before, let's see, you could be dealing with a life path 4, a Scorpio or Aries, and you have that in your chart, because I'm definitely seeing the name, the words 4, the number 4. There's something that getting jumbled up with words and numbers and words. You might be doing like a crossword, or you're writing, or something around numbers and words. Okay, Wordsworth, Whitworth, Witten, Mandy, Witten. Let's see, Whittlesea. Anyway, so yeah, so you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aquarian. So yeah, this is basically just going to see someone. It could be a restraining order that you've took out on someone, or I'm just staying at home quite a lot, but my partner is coming over. You spend a lot of time going over to see your partner of the 8 of Swords. Okay, because this is going over to see someone to give them attention. Okay, so it's kind of like when I feel alone and I'm home alone, at least I've got a partner to come and see me. So I've got people to spend time with, basically. So I'm spending quite a bit of time at my partner's place. So if you're in partnership, okay, it seems like your messages are that I'm going to be spending a hell of a lot of time where they sleep at yours or you sleep at their house. But this is like a sleepover, these two cards here. I'm staying over, I'm sleeping over, okay. If you are on your own, then this is basically you just looking for something, okay, looking for something, searching for something. Pisces for July, please. Pisces for July. What they've got coming up for 2022 July. There you go. You got another 6. You got Gemini, but also possible placements of Capricorn or both. But you got 6 life path 6s. Yeah. So loving. This is definitely what I'm hearing. Loving you, baby D. Okay. But Rat Pack or oi oi. But yeah, basically going over to spend a hell of a lot of time with your partner and being at home with them. Like I said, your mother or your father or grandmother or a parent could definitely be a Gemini or Capricorn energy, and within your soul groups there could be Leo people around you, or an Aquarian within the soul group energy of you and your people. Okay, Gemini, Capricorns, Pisces, well, you as a Pisces, but like Aquarius, Leo people. Okay. But this is basically just giving your partner a load of attention and them coming over to see you and staying with your partner quite a lot, where it's like a sleepover. Now, if you're on your own and you've got children, your children might be having partners come over to sleep over, is what I'm hearing. We're having like sleepovers. Leftovers is also what I'm hearing. Like, is there any leftover? Some of you might be on a diet like myself, and is there any leftover? Or you might be drinking a lot of beer, perhaps. Let's see, or beer. Some of you might play the guitar, or Rob Chapman and beer. Let's see, Pisces. So the King of Pentacles, man. So it's all about the Benjamins, unless your name is Ben. But yeah, working, very stable couple, very successful couple, trying to spend a lot of time with one another, stabilizing and leveling yourself out energetically as well. Okay, being able to relax more because of money being there and able to be able to relax, so I can work at my own pace and do kind of things that I want. Okay, I'm also hearing hail and pace. Lulu, come to Harry. So Lulu, Louise. But this is also for me, like I said, if it is a Capricorn, it would also be a 6 of Gemini. You need to join the teaching tier if you've got no idea how I teach. Okay, but you will see little segments of snippets of highlights when I'm doing readings and teaching. When I put it over on the teaching tier, you will possibly see videos that come up to show you the highlights. Okay, some of you might be having your hair highlighted where you're having like a, you know, you're dyeing your hair. I'm also hearing Diane or Dana. You might be going to a American diner, so you might be eating out quite a lot. Okay, that might be eating the pussy. So you might be actually taking a Leo out to an American diner or a diner, and you go to restaurants and stuff like that and try different foods out for a lot of you. And then I'm also hearing highlighting my hair this month, which is pretty much what I do as a geezer in order to cover up my grey bits. Let's see. Pisces for July. 4 of Cups. You got a stubborn energy around you. Could be a parenting energy. You got 4 of Cups of Scorpio, possible Aries or life path 4. You've got someone that's still looking out for something. Like, I'm still watching. This is people that watch tarot cards. This is how I normally teach. But people that are watching the television, this would be you guys watching me as a Pisces of 3. Okay, so I'm looking for answers for something at the moment, but I need to ask it if I want it. Okay, so if I want it, I'm going to have to ask. If I need someone to let me in, I need to at least ask. If not, I'm just going to be sitting here doing nothing. So for some of you, it could just relate that you've got a placement like I have of Scorpio, and you're just feeling very like, oh, sometimes I just feel like, you know, a Scorpio does. But you could have, like I said, your mother or father could also have, like my mother does, which is a 4 placement of life path 4, but is a Taurus. But is a Taurus North Node rising and North Node, but life path 4 of Scorpio. So that's completely and utterly conflicted within oneself of a big karmic energy that can also happen through parenting. Okay, because that's a north and south kind of energy of not quite on the same page here. I'm also hearing Elaine Page, or Elaine, or Lane. Zane also. Zane, Zan, Zappa, Frank. The fuck am I getting all of these messages for? Let's see, Pisces. For July. So someone comes steaming right in with a big old wand in their hand and say, take it, Harry. Can you take that wand? And like, I can take it any day. So like, I can take it or I can leave it. It's up to you if you guys are making an offer to someone. And, you know, because look, this is just exactly what it says on the tin. You either take it or you leave it, okay? You either do it or you don't. You either want it or you don't. But the opportunity is there. It just depends on whether you actually want it or not. Now, if you guys haven't spoke to someone in a while, it depends whether you're still metaphysically connected to them where you're feeling the burn. Now, someone could also have thrush also, so be careful around the energies of thrush, because this is also feeling the burn as well, is what I'm hearing for... I don't know actually around thrush whether men actually, I know men can contract that, but it's more of a woman thing around soap and like things, but I'm definitely picking up like contracting something here. Okay, contraction. Someone's going into convulsions or contractions around this baby, because this could be where you get word of mouth of saying we're waiting for it to arrive, and then all of a sudden, bam, here's Johnny, and someone suddenly gives birth to a baby. I'm also hearing giving birth to new ideas as well. Okay, when I clarify some of these cards, it will tell you quite a bit more, because we look into what's in the shadows from each card, roughly. Let's see. So Pisces for July. 8 of Wands. So Leo and Aquarian, this is going to happen really fast and quick. Some of you, this is just I'm just sitting doing work at home. I work from home. I work on the interwebs somehow, okay, and I do a lot of things on the television. So it could be camera work, okay, camera 1, camera 2, Cameron. What's the name? Cameron or Camtasia or Chamomile Tea also. Mel, Melissa, Camille, that's sort of like Polish. Camille, or chamomile, chameleon also. Some of you are like very funny and very comedic, like just funny. There's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of word of mouth. I think a lot of you here are in actual relationships. I really do. I'm not really sensing much energy of like third parties until I start clarifying them, but let's see. Pisces for July. Oh man, really? Why is this one still in reverse? So you got Capricorn, Gemini, another 6. You got 1, 2, and then 3 now. This came up very much so in the weeklies that I was doing over on Patron, when I only really do the weeklies on Patron. Very much so come out over on there. There's an influctuation of like ADHD and bipolar or eating disorders here, because it's kind of not... if it's an individual energy within yourself, it's pretty much like me that has bipolar. Okay, it's an energy of where you need medication, but you may not have been diagnosed yet, where they may have not have found a true diagnosis. So it'd be like hospital workers and people that care for elderly and stuff as well. So it might be grandmother, mother in situations. It might be one that is at risk of loss, but it would be like medicines and stuff. But like, it's not fair. It's not. We've not found out yet. Like, we've not found out the right diagnosis. But don't forget, it's the 14th of June today, and this is for July. So these can still happen now, okay? But it can still be an ongoing trait. But if you want to know more, then you obviously need to join Patreon and stuff for the weeklies and things. But okay, it's medicine that is taken, but it can be drug addiction, and I'm trying my best in order to self-diagnose myself. And you know, like with me with bipolar, it can take quite a while in order for you to see mental health practitioners, okay, that can give you the right amount of tablets and stuff like that. So it can be an influctuation of your vibration. It's very low and then very high, very low and then very high, mood swings and stuff, very ho, very high, hi ho, hi ho, it's off to work we go. Some of you could be struggling to find work, or like this very large energy and then all of a sudden a very low energy, like kind of like really trying to balance myself out. But if you've got bipolar, it's very difficult to do that. Okay. Anyway, but we will continue to find out what they are. But while we're on here, before we go to Patreon, we also do like to look at these dark energies here and see what kind of vibration the card is giving off. So tell us more about what this 6 of Wands is for here. For Pisces, I fear that you will reject me. So you may have this fear of abandonment and a rejection coming up, because you could have someone that is really contemplating on approaching someone here, and it may be from your past if you're dealing with past energies, because like I said, it's like needing to reach out and actually ask. Okay, but that could be asking for anything. But it's kind of like this, I don't know if I'm asking for trouble or not, because it doesn't seem fair. Like I said, this can also be an affair. Okay, so because it means that someone would be spending time more with one than the other. So it's kind of like this, that it's unfair and that I want attention and I'm bored. Like when I'm bored and I'm frustrated and I'm at home and I haven't really got anybody, I want someone. And if you're metaphysically connected and you've been following my other readings that we've been doing, okay, but the teaching segment is very important in order to understand. But like if I'm bored, I'm frustrated and I'm at home and I haven't really got anyone around me, this is when I start to like want attention from people, the Six of Wands. And because I need attention that much, that it can lead to an energy of frustration of thinking, well, if I ask, will they reject me and say no if I was to actually ask? Now, this could even be for money, financially, or anything like that, but it would be nervously approaching someone and I fear that I'll be rejected and told no if I was to ask. I don't know what that is about until we actually clarify them with the tarot there, but someone is worrying about moving forward with someone slightly, or Lee, or Laura, or Lucy. Tell me more about what the vibration of this Eight of Swords is giving off. I need to focus on my healing. So, like I said, for a lot of you, you're kind of wanting attention, but you're spending way too much time thinking that you need to heal, when really what you don't is just need confidence. For a lot of you, you just need confidence. You can't ever get rid of your karma, whether you sit and do fuck all, whether you get hurt, or whether you don't. You're never going to learn until you do it. Until you get hurt, until you do it multiple times, you're never going to learn anything of skilled, wise, spiritual, or anything. If you're just sticking with the one, you're not really doing much. If if you're just sitting there, not experiencing life, or worrying the fact that, oh my God, what do I do if I was to ask? You're not going to know until you do, right? But I need to focus on my healing and just stay single and be on my own. Okay, so that could be what a lot of you are doing, but why would you be fear of being rejected if you're concentrating that much on I need to focus on my healing? Okay, so some of you might reject someone and say, look, I want to stay single because I'm getting over someone and it didn't quite work out in a past relationship. I had a connection, it didn't work out very well, and I actually really not looking for anybody at the moment. And you could be approached, say, by someone that you know of, or a single person, but you're on more along the vibe of like, no, to be quite honest with you, I really want to stay single because I'm healing still from my ex. Okay. It could be some of you, or it could be the other person. You approach someone and they say, no, because I'm still recovering from something that's been traumatic in my life, and I'm not actually looking for love. But it's here. So the Lovers, what kind of vibration is the Lovers giving off? Sometimes I hear your voice. So again, sometimes someone here has still got a reflection of someone in their mind, like trying to communicate in different fucking, I don't know, speaking tongues, or trying to communicate within the, what do you twin flame not call it? 7D, quantity 8-9 quadrant, 79-50 sector of the twin flame energy. Not taking the piss of it, because I've been on that journey for the last 16, 17 or more years. But kind of like that. I'm sure I can hear their voice. Okay. But sometimes I hear your voice in my head, or I can hear too much of that natta, or Natalie. What's the King of Pentacles vibration? Is what did you want from me anyway? Question mark. So what did you want? Why do you want it? Like, do you want it or don't you want it? Do you want to offer or don't you? What is it that you're here for? What did you want from me? Like, do you want a relationship? Do you just want a one-night stand? Do you want a fling? Do you want to talk? Don't you want to talk? What do you want? It's kind of like that. Well, I can't drink, I can't smoke, and what can I do? So, can't drink, can't smoke, what do you do? Don't drink, don't smoke, what do you do? And it's kind of like this, like, okay, I'm trying to stop smoking, I'm trying to diet, I'm trying to exercise, I'm trying to get over my ex, and there's loads of things that I can't do now, and now I realise that I can't do anything, but I want to do it. It's like that frustrated energy. It might be where you're really wanting to ask an ex or something, but they may be with someone. Or them you. Four of Cups. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for leaving me. Someone's still stubborn and arrogant here. And they're like, well, I don't want to be with this person anyway, but I'm still metaphysically connected. Okay, we've been really diving deep into the metaphysical energy there, where the denial really sets in, where you don't want it anymore, but you can't reach out, you can't speak, you can't talk, you can't do anything, and I don't want it anyway, and thank you for leaving me alone. But here they are, Knight of Wands, energetically connected. That could still be you. Knight of Wands. I can still see you standing there. What the hell does that mean? In a figment of my imagination, and I can still see you in my head? I can still see you standing there. Tell me more about this. I can still see you standing there, because that makes no sense whatsoever. I forgive you. Someone, this is giving off a vibe of metaphysically connected to someone still, and kind of going through all the aftermath of like still being metaphysically connected to someone that I don't really want to be, or like I do want to be with, but they can't, or I won't be with them, or I won't give up the death of the ego, you know, and it's just put me foobarred, really. Well, they're the kind of messages that I'm picking up for you at the moment. I nearly said Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo and Aquarius, or you've got it in your chart. Anyway, the tarot here says completely different than what these do. These are just a little bit more of info that I can give you. But then what we do now over on Patron is the first tier, and also the full access tier as well, which is monthlies and weeklies, but they go to both. The first tier is like $3, I think, and you get 2 monthlies in that, obviously. And then if you want to know anything about the weeklies, just check out the video provided below and everything else that we provide, because there's teaching stuff as well. I am going to do you more cards, full table spread, and clarify them with this tarot and see what that says. And then, then we go from there. But if you want the weeklies, when they go over on Patreon and the full access bundle, some of them come over here, some of them go over there. Okay, can't really keep changing it because I'm changing it all the time. You just have to be a part of the channel to know. But this is your monthly, so it goes to both tiers. If you want the teaching tier, please read all of the description that is over on Patreon before you join, okay, because there's a way of getting around making it cheaper so you get access to both. If you're getting lost, check your memberships tab that is on Patreon. You should have a little tab that says memberships. When you click on it, it should tell you what you're a member of, and then if you want to upgrade or downgrade, you can click from there. Because if you just keep paying money into one tier, it just classes it as a donation. You have to click on a tier to say you want to join it, and then it should give you the option of how much more money that is if you go from the full access tier to the teaching tier. And then go onto your memberships tab and then click on the teaching tier to let you see the teaching videos. Okay? Okay, guys, I really appreciate it. I will hopefully see you on the other side, or I'll see you soon.